Hello everybody and welcome to another of my videos on Dungeon Crusher Soul Hunters. I'm re-recording all of my older videos, so I am on a lower account that I have created on server 1. Well, it's the same account, but it's a different character on server 1, but it's got the same name. What I wanted to do right now is talk to you about quests, and the daily bonus and daily boss. And so, what happens is every day that you log in, you will get a daily bonus. And so the more often you log in, the more you get these really cool things, and you kill it, get bonus, and there you go. That's it. Pretty simple. Daily boss, on the other hand, right when you start, is a little bit more difficult. I'm almost to the point where I can kill this guy. It says I could kill him with a chance of victory of 90% plus. We're going to lay off of it just for a minute because I think I can get it up to 99% plus, and then we'll go over that. Which leads me to the next thing here is the quests. I want to go over quests. So in your quest, you get different opportunities to do different things and earn these treasure chests up here. So when you get to the first mark right there, you get 3 bottles, and that's at 25. When you get to 50 points out of 100, then you get 5 bottles. The next one is you get emeralds, which is 25 emeralds, and then the third one is um, you get a special chest that contains hero shards in it. Okay. Now these two here, you actually need to be in a clan in order to do. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to do that or not. Hey, spider guy. Let's see. Can I increase anybody? I'm not gonna be able to kill that guy. All right, so let's actually see if we can get to a clan. I'm just gonna pick a random clan. How about this one? Okay, now I'm in a clan. Now, the cool thing about this clan is it just gave me a 150% bonus to my DPS. Nice. Alright. And so I might actually now be able to kill this boss. Let's see. Yep, look at him go. Alright, and so then... nothing is going on there. Um, clan. Oh, yes, so the other two things in the clan is science. Alright, so if I go into science and scroll down, here are my 3 things. And so this will tell you what level underneath you can get. So there's 3 different levels. I'll show you when we get in there. 1, 2, and 3. So this one offers 2 chances, this one offers 2, and this only offers the basic. So in here, you'll look and say, okay, look, here's the first one, here's the second one, and here's the third one. So between those little red pips outside, it'll let you know which options you have available. If you don't like your options, you can refresh at 5 bottles. You don't really need to do that until you get much later into the game. In the meantime, it wants me to do 1000 Q. So I don't really know how much a Q is. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change this to scientific notation. There we go. And now let's go back up here. Let's upgrade Ina while we're at it. And needs, we'll get Geld here next time she's offered at 15, so hold on. And there. Alright, that increased our damage. Now, let's see. Let's go back to science. Here we go. Alright, so to the 18th. I'm not anywhere close to the 18th right now. What happens if I do this? Because I need the quests, I'm going to go ahead and do this. It cost me 5 bottles. Typically, you don't want to do this because you don't want to waste your bottles on this sort of thing. You're really just going to want to use your coins, but I'm so far down that I can't really use coins. So there's one. and 2. And so you can actually see that it's for that same 5 in bottles, I can get the third highest one now, right? But I'm going to go back out here real quick, and I don't see anything out there. So 5 bottles, and we got that one. See, so now it opened up a new one, but we'll go over science later. That was 3, this one's 4, and 5. Okay, so that should have gotten us... Yep, see, so that got us over 2 quests there. We'll go ahead and click that and gain that 20 emeralds. All right, now, the other thing is, this is one of the best things you should do in this game. Okay? So these are time travels. You can see it, it's right over here. We'll get to it in a moment. But what happens is if you do the time travel 5 times at a cost of 20 bottles each, you'll get 100 bottles back. 1 moment. Excuse me. All right, so you'll get 100 bottles back. So basically, for spending, oh, actually, I'm sorry, it's 10 bottles each. So if you do 10 bottles each, then you get 100 bottles back. So you basically double the bottles that you spent on it. Okay. The same thing goes for this. This actually, you spend 40 bottles to get a shard pack, you get 40 bottles back. This just is increasing your hero's rank by however many points it is, beating a certain amount of levels, or enemies, beating a certain amount of bosses. And so you want to complete these as much as you can. This is for critical clicks. Okay, so you want to do as many of these dailies as you can. They reset every 8 hours, and so that is another thing that you want to do. And so we'll finish this one out real quick here, and I'll show you the other bonus that it can do to your early game. Okay, so right now, you know, we're trotting along, and we're trying to kill things, and you know, it's tough to kill all of these things, like that, right? And so we don't have enough power to do it, and so we're gonna lose this one. I don't even think me clicking it is going to help. But if we go ahead and we're going to do this, we're going to spend the 10 coins, or the 10 bottles, and it's going to shoot us 4 hours into the future. So it's like 4 hours of real world time, okay? And so watch here, we've got 849, oh, sorry, 6,294K in gold right now. We go 4 hours in the future, and we just gained lots of gold. Okay? And so that gives us plenty of opportunity to have all of these guys and to hire new ones. So let's start by hiring the guys that have the best and work our way down. Or up, I should say. Okay, there. Now let's beat the boss and move on. Okay. So we're gonna do that 3 more times. Okay. Increase that. Let's go. Oh, it's gonna want me to go to the stupid episode again. I'll... Okay, I'm gonna click on this, but then I'm gonna get out of the episode. And then I'll finish this up, and then we'll go and do the episode. Let's get back to the map. Let's get out of the episode. There we go. Alright, so now we're back in here. And we can probably beat this boss. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. Let's scroll down here and get some more heroes. Alright, so we beat that boss. Okay. Now, some of the other things that you're going to find in here is watch the wording, because this says this increases this heroes, right? Trying to think of somebody else that some of these guys increase all heroes damage. Well, anyway, you can find that stuff later. But as you're increasing your guys, you'll look for those guys because they increase all of your heroes' damage instead of just one person's. Okay. All right, so let's go back in here to the quests. 3, so we need 2 more. Let's go ahead and hit this. Come down here, hire more people. Okay, there. So we'll kill Nappa here, and then we'll go somewhere else. Now, while we're at it, King Midas, he's going to be very, very important to you later. And so he gives a little ability called a Midas Touch. Okay, which is the Hand of Midas right down here, so level 100. We'll use that later when we can actually get him to level 100, but be on the lookout for that. Okay. Helazar gives a good item as well, so we'll keep an eye out for him. Shah gives one. Geld gives one. And Ina gives one, so we'll keep an eye out for all of those, right? Okay. By the way, now I'm at plus 11 on my gold, and so oh, it's plus 18. Never mind. I thought it was plus 11. I was going to say keep an eye out for that. All right, let's see. So that should have been 4. This one will be 5. So we've spent 50 bottles doing that. Let's go back down here some more. Helazar, Midas. Okay, so now we've got a lot of these guys at 200. So we're going to want to start thinking about switching this from next to max, depending on how much damage they do. Although the more of these guys you get, the higher damage they're going to do, so it's not really worth worrying about those guys up there. Okay, but if we go into quests, see, we completed that quest, so it has a exclamation point that we've completed it. We get that, and now we have 100 extra bottles than we had before. So let's then check out this one. This one is your daily boss, right? So we're going to go back over here to the daily boss, and we see right here that we could kill this guy now, and we would get a daily boss ranking. Chance of victory is 100%. I'm going to create one about daily bosses later. It's gonna, well, actually, I already have one for daily bosses. It's called the it's called the Midas trick and the 3 hero trick. So go and watch that. It's very, very important that you do that. Early on in the game, though, we can go ahead and do this. I'll show what it's like, but it's going to be extremely important as soon as you can to follow the recommendations in that other video. Okay. All right. So go in here. Here's our dude, and we'll just smack him, and he's dead. So what that's going to do for us is then it's going to bring up this where we can increase the ranking of one of our heroes. I'm going to suggest you start off with Ina. Always start off with Ina. Okay. So you're going to increase her to uncommon. Now, here's the thing about that. You can do as many of those as you want per day, but as you go throughout the day, or the number of times, it increases the bottles. So the first one's 50, the second one's 100, the third one's 200, fourth one's 400, 800, 1600, and so forth and so on. So when you first start, you're only going to want to do one of these per day, if you can even do one per day. Because as you can see, now we have to get up to plus 26 in our damage before we can do the next one. And we're at plus 12, so it's going to be quite a while before we can get to that point. Okay. Oh, and then to finalize the quest, so now that we've got all 9 of those done, we click this. It gives us 3 different packs. I do all the packs at the same time. Squeal is very, very difficult to get. I personally have never received him. I've seen other people get him, but I don't think he's really that big of a deal. Gives you a bonus of 25 random loot items. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's really not that big of a deal. It might be a big deal at the beginning of the game, but not later on. But open all packs. Okay, so we got these guys. And so what that does for us is if we look down here, it takes us a certain amount of shards to be able to collect these heroes. Okay? And so we're kind of far away from all of them. But eventually we'll get them. And then the last thing I want to show you in this video is purchasing these shard packs. So, like I mentioned earlier, you get a quest to buy a 40 bottle pack. You buy this, and then you get your 40 bottles back. So it's really good to do that. And then if you come over this way, you will see all of these heroes. These heroes are pretty good. So Feral Heart is the first one you want to start with getting. Okay, so we've got 20 gems right now, emeralds. So we can get him. Eventually we're going to want to get Sun Z because he's one of the best buffers in the game. And then back over here to Shinbo is a good buffer. He gives you some bonuses to if you have these 3 guys, he gives you a bonus to your influence points by 75%. And then this guy's a defender. You'll use him a lot in Dragon Draft if you choose to play that, and then also later in the game for your sieges. But we're going to go ahead and buy Feral Heart, and we'll go ahead and buy Dalek, because they're going to increase our damage. See, it already went up to 19 with Dalek. Alright, so with Feral Heart, he is going to be very, very key later on, because he's going to be your main damage guy for a while. You can do him, but eventually you're going to want to rank up Ina. You may want to get Feral Heart up to Legendary. But right now he's at Rare 1. And then there's a Rare 2 that's blue. And then after that is... I think after that it's Legendary. I don't remember. But you may want to get him up to Legendary, but then after that you want to concentrate on getting Ina up to higher levels. So for kicks and giggles, I'm going to go ahead and do one more of these. Conserve your bottles, okay? Don't blow them like you might see me doing right now. But I want to get some higher. I just wanted to move a little bit higher. Okay, so now we've got the Hand of Midas, or the King Midas at level 100. Okay, so that gives us access to this. Now what that is going to do, let's talk about each one of these first. So you have this Arrow Storm, Arrow Shower. Automatically performs 10 clicks per second for 30 seconds. Cooldown of 10 minutes. And then you have this one, Warcry. 100% DPS for 30 seconds. Cooldown 10 minutes. Okay. This one, 50% chance of critical click for 30 seconds. Cooldown 10 or 30 minutes. And then this one is gain 10% of the current monster's gold each time you click for 30 seconds. Okay? So what does that mean? Well, let's go beat the boss and find out. Okay? So I'm going to do Arrow Shower first, increase my DPS, increase my critical, and then increase the gold I get. So every time I click, every one of these clicks is giving me more gold. Every time you see a damage thing, I get gold. Gold, 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 gold. Gold, gold, lots of gold. Gold. There. Okay. So that's what that does. So we got a ton of gold from Midas. Um, we're at level 97 now. I think something cool happens at level 100, but I don't remember. Let's go look. Well, let's see here. Oh, hey, while I'm at it, look, I got Abe up to his maximum level, so now I can use this button, which gives me the upgrade and the activated. I don't really know what the activated's for, but it'll show you, so you can see actually that Abe is out of my list now. Because he's maxed, he goes up here. And as you max them all, they'll all go up here. Um, but at least you got to see that. Looks like I got a piece of mail here. Uh, oh, specters. That's right. That's what you get. So when you get to level 100, you get specters. And that gives you souls. So using your dark ritual or your bright ritual. And one soul gives you 10% DPS bonus, and you get one soul for every 200 levels that you've reached by your hero. So right now I'm at 0. Because we haven't gotten anything. Gotten that far. I just want to get to level 100, then we'll move on. Um, okay. Alright, so we're not gonna be able to beat that guy. But that's okay. Alright, I think that's all I want to do for this video. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those in the bottom. Next video will be on episode 2, and then we'll do an episode on the map for those bottle caves and the magic caves that you saw. And then we'll continue down the list of different things that we need to show you how to play this game. Alright, thank you for watching. Again, leave your questions or comments at the bottom, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. Bye.